Welcome back to another quick review. I'm not sure if you can hear the music that's playing outside my window. I don't know what's going on. It is 9 p.m. at night, so I don't know what they're doing. But today we are talking about Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Now, I beat the first Death Stranding game. What is it? It's late February now. Back in mid-January. And it's a little bit of time has passed since I've beaten that game, played a couple of things in between, Trails Beyond the Horizon being one of them, blah, blah, blah. And so, earlier this month, maybe the second week of February, I decided to hop back in to Death Stranding 2 because I really wanted to see where the story went. And I finished it, it's the 25th right now, so 2 days ago on Monday. And to sum up my thoughts on this game, just in a sentence, just to start, Kojima got a fan out of life for me from this game. I'll tell you that much. There are things in Death Stranding 1 that I still think that game is phenomenal, right? But there's still things in there that I wasn't the biggest fan of. Death Stranding 2 fixed all that for me. And the biggest thing the biggest thing for me was gameplay, right? The story, obviously, you can get to the story elements. I still think the story is really good. Um, can it be confusing at times? Absolutely. I'm glad that I am really glad that they added in the ability to um look at the story thus far, or look at key terms that you might need to know, or that you should know, just so you're not confused at all times. This is the Final Fantasy 16 effects. It's probably not, but that's the first time I saw it in a video game, and I love that. And I love that. I love the fact that it's in a whole bunch of other video games now, whether it be Trails Beyond the Horizon has it, or this game, or a couple of other games that have these kind of. I was going to say Final Fantasy Tactics. I haven't played the original game, but I know same studio, same developers, whatnot. Creative Business Unit 3, whatever. I love that that's there. But the story is still really good, right? I still found it emotional. There are really interesting twists and turns. I don't want to spoil it too much just in case. But there were a lot of twists and turns, and it went into, I think, a very satisfying direction. Satisfying and emotional direction, leading to the conclusion of this story, because I don't think there's going to be a third, and I'd kind of be disappointed if there's a third because it doesn't really need it, right? But the biggest thing for me was gameplay. Death Stranding 2's gameplay loop was way more enjoyable than the first game. I'm saying this as a person who enjoyed the gameplay loop of the first game. I didn't mind walking all over the place delivering packages and whatnot, right? But my biggest complaint with Death Stranding 1's for gameplay loop was that just at times it could be mad tedious, right? And as I said, I didn't mind walking around places, but it could be tedious. Death Stranding 2, I never felt that at all. To the point where I actually started enjoying completing side orders and submissions and repairing roads and stuff. All that became fun. All that became fun to me. Throughout the entirety of the game, genuinely, I was having a great time enjoying the game. Whereas in the last game, things get too tedious, and I just want to get to the story. This game, I was indifferent. I was like, I could continue the story, but I'm also having fun doing this. And I wouldn't mind either. I think in that regard is a big step up from the game, from the previous game. Vehicles and things that you can use to get around, and new weapons, and all this stuff is very fun to experiment with. The monorails and whatnot, fun to experiment with, fun to use, fun just in general. It is a game. Death Stranding 2 is a game that I think just it does what a sequel should do. It takes the base of the base from the previous game and improves upon it. Is why I never understood why people, was saying oh yeah, God of War Ragnarok is just a DLC, or Spider-Man 2. Like, no, these are games that take the original and improve upon it while expanding upon the story, or building upon the story. That's what a sequel is supposed to do. And I think this is a perfect example of how you do that properly. Death Stranding 2 on the beach is a really, I said something I shouldn't. It's a really good sequel. It's a great sequel. I would highly recommend it. And then, I think the last thing I really want to talk about is some of these moments that Kojima has crafted, or just the entire Kojima Productions, the entire team as a whole. Some of these moments that they have crafted are so cool, are so epic, are so sick. Whether it be everything with, I think his name was Neil, and or Vanna, whatever, and every moment with that. Was they kind of mirrored everything with Cliff. They were just like, I don't, they were just aura farming at every point in time, which was cool. But all the stuff with Fragile and Lou at the beginning, any opportunity that Higgs got on the screen, like any screen time Higgs had was phenomenal. Not to mention the voice acting just was great. The voice, Troy Baker is great at what he does as usual, but even Norman Reedus and Elle Fanning just give it 110%. I love it. Die Hard in it. Like Tommy Lee, just phenomenal, right? Um, but yeah, at any moment that Higgs had was great. Higgs and Tomorrow just great. And I love that little plot point with Tomorrow throughout the entirety of the game. I think that was really fun. Um, I think the one thing that stood out was that final chapter, or the second to last chapter, second to last episode. That final boss fight, man. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was one of the coolest things I've seen in a video game in some time, man. It was great. It was great. Just shred. Oh my god, it was so good. I was sitting in my chair. I was like, oh my god, I could be too loud because I'm college and whatnot. But I was like, this is one of the greatest things I've ever experienced in a video game, man. This is one of my favorite final bosses of all time. I love it, man. I love it. I wouldn't put it. I still wouldn't put it like top tier bosses like every FF16 boss, but it's still great. It was awesome. I loved it. But yeah, no. Death Stranding 2 on the beach is significantly better. Where the last game got like a 9.5 for me, this game gets a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10. I loved it. I loved every second of it, and I will probably come back and revisit it at some point in the future, just because of how much I enjoyed this. But yeah, thank you for watching this quick review. Thank you for watching this video. I've been hesitating or just putting off making this video for for 2 days since I beat it. And I'm just worried that my thoughts will come out confused, just like certain points of the game story left me confused, and that wasn't really an issue by the end of it. But ultimately, I think this came out well, and I didn't ramble on too much. And I think that was nice. But yeah. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching this quick review. Go play Death Stranding 2 if you have it. That game is amazing. And go play the first one. That game is also amazing. But yeah, thank you for watching. See ya. Bye.